In today's video, we shoot out a Les Paul Custom and a Les Paul Goldtop Standard. These are both 57 reissue guitars and both from the custom shop. So let's find out which one is victorious. Hey guys, welcome back to Squealing Pig Guitars, the home of luxury shred machines here in Nottingham, England. My name is Ben Keightley, and today I'm going to be shooting out a Les Paul Custom 57 reissue in ebony with a Murphy Lab 57 reissue Les Paul Goldtop Standard with a dark back, which is absolutely stunning. In today's video, we're comparing the specs, the tones, and the overall look and package of each guitar that you get from the custom shop. So let's get started with the Les Paul Goldtop. Here's the Murphy Lab Goldtop. Absolutely stunning Goldtop, very, very nice and golden with a slight green hue because of the aging job. These are just like, holy grail guitars. It's also a dark back, which makes this guitar even cooler, really giving that kind of slash Victoria vibe off. But let's talk about the specs and compare it to the Les Paul Custom. So we have a mahogany body with a maple top with a gold finish on top of it, obviously dark back finish on the back. We then have the 57 neck profile, which is a very chunky C. This is again a mahogany neck. We then have a rosewood fingerboard. In terms of pickups, we have two custom Alnico free pickups, which is actually the same pickup in both guitars, even though these guitars sound very different. We have an ABR1 bridge and stop tailpiece and a freeway selector switch. And we have classic Gibson Deluxe tuners with the kind of mother of pearl-like tips. And we've also got that Gibson logo, which has an ambered lacquer over it to make it look a bit older. The finish checking and Murphy Lab aging as a whole on this guitar is very tasteful in my opinion. It looks very realistic and makes it look like a complete piece of art in all honesty. As we work our way down the neck here, you can see that beautiful dark rosewood board, and on the back of the neck here you can see all the little dents to the finish, all the checking, and on the headstock there's a little bit of paint removed where it obviously simulates wear, or maybe where the back guitar's been hit. On the back here is my favourite wear. I really like how the finish is actually off the guitar on the sides, and you can really see that checking very clearly there. Absolute stunning example, looks very, very realistic in my opinion. Open up the Les Paul Custom. So here's the Les Paul Custom, and let's talk about the differences that it has to the Goldtop. So starting off, in terms of construction, there's some massive differences. This is just one piece of mahogany. So there's no top to this guitar, it's very flat, there's a slight arch to it, but not as much of a carve as you'd find on a maple top. We have an ebony fingerboard on this one, which creates a lot more of a brighter sound, and we actually have more inlays on this one, and these are mother of pearl instead of the celluloid on the standard. Obviously we have this beautiful black ebony finish, which is just so classic looking. We do get 7-ply binding on the front and the back, so that adds an extra level to this guitar. In terms of profile, we have the exact same profile, that 57 classic chunky C shape. In terms of pickups, we have the same thing, two custom Alnico free pickups, freeway switch, ABR1 bridge, but obviously this is gold hardware instead of chrome hardware. We have black knobs instead of the kind of more ambered look. Got the Gibson medallion here. Obviously this isn't Murphy Lab, this is just a completely new example. We've got the classic Les Paul custom headstock, so you've got that split diamond inlay, Gibson logo. These are the Kluson waffleback tuners, which are my favorite tuners that Gibson put on their guitars. As this is a custom shop recreation, we have a long neck tenon as well, which features on both guitars. I just love the attention to detail with these custom shop guitars. Every spec of this guitar is absolutely perfect. The finish is done to such a high standard, and I really like the materials like the mother of pearl that they've used on this guitar and the nice gold hardware. So now that we've compared the specs of these two guitars, let's see how they vary tonally. So let's go to the tone test. For the first tone test, I'm going to compare the clean and dirty sounds of these two guitars by playing the song Don't Cry by Guns N' Roses. So enjoy.
For tone test number 2, I've dialed in a lovely fuzzy tone on my Kemper Profiler. So let's hear some fuzzy shred with these two guitars. Tone test number 3 is all about clean tones. So again, I've dialed in a nice clean tone, a little bit of reverb. So let's hear how both of these guitars compare on cleans. And for tone test number 4, we're going to see how both these guitars perform in a mix. So this is the extended backing track to the Knocking on Heaven's Door cover I did earlier in the video.
In my opinion, I thought the Goldtop won on all accounts. I think it looks better, I prefer the package that you get from Gibson, and also I prefer the warmer tone that you get from the rosewood neck. I found that Les Paul Custom was very brittle sounding, which was very good for clean tones, especially for the Matteo Sato Neo Soul picking that I do. I found that the clean and the crisp sound the Ebony provided allowed a lot of definition on the chords. But on the gainy sound, I found it to be a little bit too overpowering. These guitars have the custom Bucker Alnico 3 pickups in, and they definitely have a really nice tone, very brittle and harsh, very classic, and very different to a modern Les Paul Custom that you'd get in today's era. These guitars are very, very different to the modern Les Paul Custom that we see with the 490R, 498T humbuckers. They're a lot lower output and a lot more traditional to that 57 sound. For me, the Goldtop had the whole package. I love how it looks, and the tone of these custom buckers was incredible. Really liked it, and obviously the Murphy Lab finish definitely helps create that authentic feel. And you don't see many dartbacks about, so it was really nice to have one of them in. So both of these guitars both had the same pickups in it, the custom Alnico 3. So the differences in the tone was purely down to the construction of the guitar and also maybe the age of the strings. But as I said, my favourite from today's episode was the Les Paul Goldtop R7 Murphy Lab reissue. But let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the guitars that we showed in today's episode, and let me know if you prefer Les Paul Custom or Goldtop. But thank you so much for watching this Squealing Pig Guitars video. My name's been Ben Keightley, and I'll see you in the next Squealing Pig Guitars video. Keep rocking, guys. See you soon.